MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
Well, it's back, and it's not the McRib. I'm talking about the Toyota Supra. Just hearing the name, many of you are probably visualizing the iconic Mark IV. That's real claim to fame came in the Fast and the Furious, which actually came out 3 years after this went out of production in North America. Well, after 20 years of incessant begging, it's finally here in the flesh, and we're gonna go drive it. Well, here I am, finally in the Supra. This is a long time coming, it feels like. First thing I notice is that distinctive straight six sound. That was something that Toyota really stressed, was the Supra needed to have a straight six engine, which is why they went to BMW.
The engine, of course, is a 3-liter with a single twin-scroll turbocharger producing 335 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque. For reference, the last Supra Turbo's 2JZ engine put out 320 horsepower and 315 pound-feet of torque.
There's a lot of power down low. Peak torque goes from 1600 RPM up to the mid-4s. Normally in a turbocharged car, or really any car, naturally aspirated, whatever, you're waiting for power, but this is just right away. And it's really not that precipitous, it's not coming on so hard that it's unmanageable. It feels light, it feels a little bit twitchy, but that can be kind of fun. The grip is really good. Again, a lot of that has to do with the active rear differential, but also the tires. Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, which are, in my opinion, some of the best. They're really grippy. It's just something that Toyota did to really let the intentions of this car be known. This is a car that can certainly handle track day abuse.
Track capability is all fine and dandy, but the reality is that most Supras, like other sports cars, will never see a proper road course. So its street manners are every bit as important.
So on the street, the Supra feels pretty rigid, especially at low speeds going over bumps. I mean, it rattles you around a little bit, but this car is really more sports oriented and it's responsive, but the byproduct of that is a less comfortable ride on the street. It's not real herky-jerky like some sports cars. A lot of that has to do with the ZF 8-speed transmission. It's pretty quick. It's not dual clutch quick, but it's also more comfortable than a dual clutch. And it sounds pretty good. They did say that they pump some noise in, but what they do not do is take any noise out. There's really not a great focus on sound deadening.
For me, the leather seats in the launch edition were supportive enough, but the cabin is tight for anyone over 6 feet.
I am just a little bit bummed that I do feel like I'm driving a BMW, mostly just because of the aesthetics inside. There's the BMW switchgear, the screen, the iDrive, the shifter is very similar. But I understand the trouble in making a car like this without some help. I mean, this is really a low volume car and everybody wants high sales. Well, BMW makes some really nice straight six engines. Toyota would not make the Supra without a straight six engine, so here we are.
The first 1,500 examples will be special launch editions coming in either white, red, or black paint, and starting at $56,180. From there, the Supra 3.0 and 3.0 Premium cost $50,920 and $54,920 respectively after destination charges. Despite what the internet says, the 2020 Supra is not a simple rebadge of the Z4. It's tuned specifically in Toyota's image, and from my time in it, I can say they've made a fun and capable sport coupe. We'll have more on the return of the Supra on an upcoming episode of MotorWeek.